Know how hard it is getting that clunky, old-style wheelchair in and out of your car. Introducing the Feather Chair Wheelchair. At 13 pounds, it's the world's lightest wheelchair. It folds in seconds and fits neatly in your trunk, backseat, or closet, so you can take it everywhere. And it's only available right here. Order yours today and get a free wheelchair case, a $50 value, yours free. The Feather Chair. The world's lightest wheelchair is just $4.99 with easy payments as low as $16 a month. Sorry, no Medicare or insurance accepted. So call right now to order yours.
800-823-5826. 800-823-5826. 800-823-5826. That's 800-823-5826.
If you're trying to quit drinking or doing too many drugs, listen to me. You don't know me and we'll never meet. I had a problem like you once. I drank and used to party a little too much till it got out of control and almost ruined my life. I realized I needed help to fix my problem before it totally destroyed me. If you've tried to fix your drinking and drug problem and you know you can't do it alone, you need to call the National Treatment Advisors. They'll immerse you into a 30-day program to replace your old habits with new habits and totally change your life. And if you have PPO private health insurance, the entire program may be covered. Fix your problem right now before it gets any worse. Get clean. Call now and learn more. 877-247-1581. 877-247-1581. 877-247-1581.
Attention all business owners and creative minds. Do you need a unique and personalized touch for your products? Look no further than Romika Laser Engraving and Custom Designs. I'm Ron Phillips, co-owner of Romika Designs. We offer custom laser engraving services for a variety of products, including promotional items and corporate or personal gifts. With state-of-the-art equipment and a team of skilled designers, we can engrave intricate designs on virtually any material. Whether it's a special message, a company logo, or a custom design, Romika Laser Engraving will help you make your mark. And the best part, our prices are affordable and our turnaround time is quick.
I couldn't be happier with the work Romika Laser Engraving did for me. The engraving on my product was precise and exactly what I wanted.
So don't wait any longer to add a personal touch to your products. Call Romika Laser Engraving and Custom Designs today at 817-400-4040 or visit our website at romikadesigns.com. We look forward to helping you make your mark.
Hey travelers, do you want to save money on your next flight? Then pick up the phone and call. That's right, call, because the best prices are not online. They're with SmartFares. See, SmartFares has special deals with the airlines. When they have unsold seats, they use SmartFares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at ridiculously low prices. Our prices are too low to publish online. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip or treat yourself to dinner or shopping. So stop searching all of those travel sites to find the lowest price on your next flight. Let one of our SmartFares expert travel agents find ridiculously low prices for you. Call SmartFares today and get the best price on your next flight. Guaranteed. Also, save up to 50% off business and first class tickets.
855-325-1820. 855-325-1820. That's 855-325-1820.
You're listening to Joco Community Radio.
Good morning, Jobfather Nation. We are so excited to be here. We have got a jam-packed show. We've got our Foster back, and we are ready to go. We're approaching the Super Bowl weekend. Not sure who your fan pick is, but before we get going, just a reminder, we're very grateful to be part of NTX Radio, the voice of North Texas. We are excited to have an impact and to be able to be a part of what NTX Radio represents. If you are interested or would like to realize a dream of being on air, please contact Tiffany Hurd, our wonderful Mez, who we're grateful to have and grateful to partner with. Should have her information up there. She's also put all of our LinkedIn links up there. We love you, Mez. Thank you for all you do. Before we jump into the first half of the show, let's bow our head for a really quick word of prayer. Father God, we are just so thankful and so honored to be here with you today. Thank you for this opportunity to serve the job seeker community. Lord God, I just pray for your favor over our economy and open doors for all of our job seekers, your hand of provision, and the opportunity to grow and build fruit in their lives as they're walking in faith with you to the next open door. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Yeah, awesome. Well, Foster, I know we've got an awesome show today. We're so excited.
Yeah, we
Any
got Brian with us
announcements
today.
before your dad joke?
Oh man, set me up for another dad joke. So, let's talk about an awesome opportunity since our listeners are looking for jobs, the majority of them. You companies hang right there. We want to connect with you guys, of course. But I am helping a good friend of mine that is the general manager at an architect. I guess I could say this company is an architectural product manufacturer for homes and very high-end businesses as well. They need a salesperson. They need a hunter, not a farmer. They need somebody that can get out there and hunt and tell about the company and bring customers in that are building things. And this job is about $100,000 a year base salary with the commission. This is a really, really high. It's a really, really high earning job. It really is. So if you guys are a hunter,
Wow.
and if you have been in, I guess you could say maybe construction, or if you've been in sales, in home building, uh, anything dealing with architecture with buildings, you are the person that I want to talk to. I'd love to hook you guys up with Charles. And anyway, so I thought I would put that out there. My email address is foster.williams@sbcglobal.net. And I'm sure that Mez will probably put that in the stream. And so
Our
contact
awesome
me, guys.
Mez.
That's an awesome opportunity, and I just wanted to tell you guys about it. Dana, you got anything that you want to anything hot on your plate?
I do. Thank you for asking. So we are hiring for a very experienced payroll. We're calling it a payroll manager. While this individual won't be directly managing people, they are managing the payroll process, the strategy, and making it as efficient and aligned as possible, troubleshooting a number of things. We use Paycor, so that Paycor experience or DSO or MSO experience is needed. And we also are hiring an HRIS analyst, and we really do need that experience with Paycor because we need an expert. That is one of the biggest reasons that role is open. They're both full-time positions here at our corporate headquarters in Dallas, Texas. We're located at the corner of 635 and 75. In addition to that,
Yeah, you guys are at the high five.
Yeah. In addition to that, we do have a 3 to 6 month with the possibility to extend credentialing specialist contract. We're looking for someone with a good background with healthcare credentialing that would like to come in and work for a little bit. So those are some things we have going on. We still have a financial analyst, individual with really good Excel skills and SQL. I mean, not SQL, I'm sorry. More like Power BI and, a little bit of SQL, but more for just pulling data, not coding.
Man, we can't get away from SQL, can we?
Nope, nope. It's more how to pull the data so that you can run the financial analysis, not actually any coding or anything. Just pulling data.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, we find out
Yeah.
all kind of different opportunities on this show, and we like to get it out for you guys. And you know, with me, if you guys allow me to be the job father for once, I'll connect you guys to the right people. We'll talk about what these positions are, and we determine that you're a good fit, and then we will talk to the person that's responsible. So Dana and I
Yeah,
are both recruiters. We've been doing this forever, and I won't tell y'all how many years, but I am very well known for making good fits. So I love to talk to you guys if you're a good fit for either of those opportunities. Dana's the one that could talk to about those that she was talking about.
yes.
And
Yep.
then for
Yep.
For Charles's opportunity, oh my goodness, half of you guys probably know Charles
And
anyway.
you can reach out. I'm going to put it in the private notes so that our lovely Mez post it. But here's my work email. If any of those roles could be a good fit, I don't know why it's moving slow. You can email your resume, cover letter, or information to me at dgingrich. Gosh, I'm sorry. My computer is moving slow. dgingrich at Beacon Oral Specialists with an S at the end.com. And I am trying to write this in our private chat, but it's not seeming to go through. But email me at my work email. That'll be the best bet. And I'm trying to type it as we speak right now. So hopefully Mez can get that in a second and put that up in the chat for me.
Awesome. Are you guys ready to laugh? You ready for a dad joke? Yeah, I think you guys probably
Yes,
do more
we
rolling your
are.
eyes in your head than you do laughing. Okay, so what
Love
do you
it.
call a bunch of sheep rolling down a hill?
Cotton balls.
Wool balls of wool.
It's a lamb slide.
I don't know.
Oh my god.
So
See, I knew-
cute, lamb slide. I love it.
That's good.
See, I
Oh
can
my
feel
gosh,
most
that's
of
a
you guys-
cute one, Foster.
I can feel most of you guys rolling your eyes in your head rather than laughing. Hey, Christina Matthews.
No,
Hey,
I like that
Christina's
one.
with us
That's
down
a
in
cute one.
Houston. All right, all
Hey,
right.
Christina.
So, guys, we've got
Yay.
Brian Moore with us today. Now, Brian is a talent development executive, and he's going to talk to us about redefining ourselves, reinventing ourselves for relevance. And so let's talk to Brian about that. Brian, tell us a little bit about what you do in more in detail, and then let's go into helping job seekers understand that we're really wasting our time, guys, if we are scared because we don't have a job and we're applying for everything and we know when we apply for it they're not going to call us about that. When you guys do that, you're driving your own self batty. So, because you'll apply for all these jobs and you'll not hear anything back. If you are a good fit for a job, guys, I've got nothing against applicant tracking systems. They do a good job of getting that experience that you do have for that job to that recruiter, and you will probably hear from that recruiter if you're a good fit. But we're going to talk about that a little bit. I want to hear what Brian's got to say. He's the expert here.
Well, I don't know about that, Foster, but it's kind of scary to think that I've been in the business world for almost 3 decades. You said you didn't want to talk about years, so I totally understand that. But been in healthcare, technology, business, higher education, and spent 26 of those years, which was amazing, getting to help take care of our nation's heroes with the Department of Veterans Affairs. So shout out to any veterans that we have out there. We love you guys. Thank you for what you do. I've served as a training specialist, chief information officer, HR director, business office director, healthcare administrator. And along the way, what is so
a lot
great,
of hats.
a lot of hats, but the what's so amazing along this way is I had to reinvent myself several times. So I think that's what we really want to talk about today is what does it look like to make ourselves relevant again, especially in the world that is constantly changing.
Definitely.
So the question really is not about where your position is today, but it's really about where it's going to be, not what it was, but what it's going to be going forward. And it's not necessarily about getting a job anymore, because we know that it is very difficult to do that in the market that we're currently in. And it's
Yeah.
really all about staying employable. What does it look like to stay employable in today's market? And we have seen for the last dozens of years, since things trying to get back to normal, just not going to happen. It's been 17 years since the 2008 recession, going on 18 years now. We're still waiting for things to come back. We've seen recession, post-recession, digital transformation has dominated our landscape for a lot of years. COVID-19, post-COVID, inflation, AI, war, elections. And
Oh my God.
so are you guys starting to see any pattern here?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
we've seen
For
this
sure.
pattern before years ago. Yeah.
Absolutely. And so history repeats itself. And
Yeah,
just
it
as we
does.
manage one disruption, guess what's coming next? There's going to be another
Yeah.
disruption. There's going to be
Another
chaos in
one.
our world.
Absolutely.
If you didn't know it, normal's not coming back. And as a matter of fact,
What is normal?
what is normal?
That's a good point.
Yeah, the rate of change affecting organizations since 2019 has risen 184%.
Oh yeah.
33% over the past year. So as we see AI making its way into the landscape, it's not going to get any better. So we need to get used to it. And so we see industries that are compressing simply because of AI. They're trying to understand what that market is going to look like for them. How does it affect their workforce? How does it affect their process and procedures? We see private equity consolidation all over the place. Big companies selling out to bigger equity firms. So with that comes changes. Could be good, could be bad, depending on where you're at in the organization.
Yeah.
Could be good if you're in the market. And we'll talk a little bit about that. Organizational flattening is really what we're seeing with a lot of companies, a lot of organizations, especially in the corporate structure. So we're seeing a lot of middle management kind of get pushed aside. And flattening is a good thing for a business. Unfortunately, it affects some of those mid-level managers. But we see that communication is getting better if they do that. We see a much more horizontal hierarchy, faster decision-making. So the flattening of an organization is not a bad thing. So how do you reposition yourself to get ready for that? So it's really all about reinventing yourself. If you are in the job market, whether you currently have a job or you're looking, or you're currently out of work, what is it that you're doing in your downtime to prepare yourself and to make yourself more marketable for these organizations that are looking for those dominant players? It's no longer hire. As we know, they're very strategic about what they're doing. And so they're not just going to hire 50 people and hope 45 of them make it. They're actually going to be looking at a workforce that is very employable. And so how do you make that shift to make yourself better?
Yeah.
The most dangerous phase in the job market today is I've always done it this way. Foster, have you ever heard that?
Yep.
Oh, that's so true.
But we're seeing
Dana as recruiters, yeah.
Absolutely. So we're seeing industry shift. We're seeing technology accelerate like never before. We're seeing roles within the organization. It used to be all other duties as assigned. That can kind of be all other technologies as assigned, as we're seeing things change so rapidly. And the scary part for me, after 26 years in the federal government, working in IT for over 16 years of that, I saw entire career paths absolutely disappear. You work really hard to get these people into career paths. 1999, I come on, we had dumb terminals. We did not have workstations.
Oh man, you remember that?
Does anybody remember dumb terminals?
What is a dumb terminal?
Oh my, and it was dumb too.
There was a send and receive communication network that just had a programmable interface. And so that was your software system in essence.
Hey, Brian, back in, I hate to admit this. Well, not really. It's pretty cool. My first company out of college was IBM. And man, I thought I was on top of the world. I had a $24,000 a year salary, man.
Amazing.
Man, you couldn't tell me anything. And I think my first computer I had was a 380. Was it a 286 or a 3? Oh my God. But it was pretty dumb compared to what we got now. I got more in my pocket walking with my cell phone than we had that sent astronauts to the moon actually back in 69. So
Right.
that's how much technology has changed. And now we're supposed to keep up with all this stuff. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's not easy. When I started in 1999 as an IT specialist, we had the dumb terminals, we had
Yep.
printer techs, we had
You remember
we had library personnel. Libraries were just now going digital.
Yeah.
So everything was kind of lumped into IT, and so we've seen that really disperse now. You got audio visual, you got IT, you got everything that's separated now. But back in the day,
man.
we referred to it as IT, and so a lot of those career paths where we were kind of working with printer techs that would move into biomed technology, all of those things just have continued to change. And so as those people that used to work on beds and some of those small circuits, now they need to be LAN and WAN people. All the biomedical technology is connecting to networks now. It's no longer standalone systems.
So much of that technology that I used to hear all the time, I don't hear anything about LANs and WANs anymore.
I know, that's crazy.
I know the foundations of what it is, but you don't hear that technology. You don't hear that talk anymore.
Yeah, you hear cloud and AI. I mean, that's what's dominating our IT landscape nowadays is cloud and AI. When you look industry wide, it's a good thing is I get the opportunity to travel all over the state of Texas working with and speaking to different corporations. And the construction industry is absolutely exploding. 88% of companies, 88% of companies are having a difficult time hiring skilled individuals. 92% of those individuals are having a difficult time filling any position at any level. We talk about 81% of companies trying to find a superintendent or project supervisor. So for those people that are out there listening, find a way to get into these companies and make yourself known, because it's amazing what they're looking for out there, and it's all over the place. I saw a statistic yesterday. There was an 83,000 job increase in the construction industry in December.
Wow. Just
83,000.
Just in the construction side, huh?
Just in construction. And I think a lot of times what we forget is it's not just construction in the construction world. Guess what else they need?
What?
Administration. They need computer people.
Oh my goodness.
They need HR people.
Yeah.
So all of those positions go right along with these companies trying to expand their across Texas, across the United States, just multi-billion-dollar companies that are looking for the right people.
Hey, Brian, I have a question.
Absolutely.
So, and this is something that I'm seeing. AI has become such a household name now, and there are a lot of companies that have the wrong idea about what they're going to do with AI. Namely, getting rid of people. Boy, you companies are not going to be able to replace people to a big extent with AI. But I think it's very important for the job seekers to utilize the very tools that the companies are using. So, in other words, if you're a job seeker, what do you know about AI? Do you use it? How can it strengthen you in that you're doing? It's a wonderful tool, but guys, it is a tool. It is not your network. It is not the end all be all. But are you familiar with it in order to talk to a company about what it is you do and your use of AI?
Absolutely. Don't keep it at arm's length. AI is here. It's here to stay. Embrace it to an extent. We know it can be scary, but you have to understand that it's not going to go away. So what is it that you can do in your job or in your job search to utilize those tools? It is drastically decreasing the administrative work for companies. And so if you're an administrative person, learn how AI affects that.
Exactly, because it's not meant at this point in time to replace us as much as it is to help companies to hire less people, and those people can do more because of AI.
You nailed it, Dan. I think people are really scared about taking jobs, but at the end of the day, it's exactly that. It's minimizing those repetitive tasks that keep us from doing the real work in the real world. And so if you can imagine administrative officers and assistant director people back in the day writing their own memos. Then all of a sudden we had administrative officers and secretaries take that role. Well, now we have AI that can do that for you. And so it evolved over time, just like it is today. And so what we really have to understand is we don't have necessarily like our parents did. We don't have careers anymore, right? We really today have
It
career
looks
chapters.
different. Yeah.
We have career chapters because we need to be changing. We need to be flipping the page. And we're seeing that up to 10 to 15 job changes in a career for people today. You know, Foster, was that a good thing back in the day?
That was a good thing. I remember, you know, when I think about it, I think my administrative person did the job that I'm accused of doing. I think my administrative person actually did more than I did.
They were smart people. They are smart. They're still smart people. And it
Yeah.
used to drive me crazy when I say, oh, it's just the secretary or it's just the administrative officer. They were running the show. And today there's a lot of those still out there doing the same thing.
Over the years, that's increased in scope.
Yes, absolutely. We're seeing people actually shift industries a lot for the first time in several generations, because we're seeing that some of those core competencies translate well. If you can lead people, it doesn't matter if it's in IT or construction or logistics. And the problem is that people hang on to those skill sets that they're so comfortable with for so long that they're afraid to try anything different. But once you learn to lead people, guess what? You can lead people. And trying to teach people to make sure that they're staying up, keeping abreast of those things and figuring out what it is that they do well. And when you're in the job market, don't get tied into looking for those specific job titles. Don't look for those things that are in your industry, because they can translate well. When you think about, for example, a healthcare administrator, man, consulting work, they can do organizational strategy. They can move into higher education leadership, corporate training. There's a lot of things that you can do because you have the right core competencies.
That's right. And I'm a people person, and I don't have to try to explain that to anybody. But you will last longer in your job if you understand people. Yeah, we got to understand what the company does and the tools that are used. But if we understand people, if you are in a management office, you have to understand how to deal with people. And if you do, you'll last a lot longer, I guarantee you, because I cannot believe some of the stories that I'm hearing coming out of the companies these days.
Yeah, I think the real challenge, especially in a world that we live in with a lot of remote work, what we're dealing with is those people skills are diminishing. And so if there was any soft skill that I would tell people to learn, it's absolutely the people skills. It's the soft skills, communication, being able to interact with people, network with people, speak at a high level. And so companies are looking for that. So when you go into a job interview, they want to see you being very articulative. They want you to be able to look at a problem and tell them how that you can solve it specifically using data analysis and specifics.
Absolutely.
If you are struggling with that face-to-face interaction, I know that I can't remember the group, Foster, the interview group that helps job seekers.
Oh, the pit crew.
The pit crew. Highly recommend those type of. Highly recommend getting in touch with those guys and helping you go through that process, because as hard as it is to get an interview, it's a whole lot easier to fail an interview.
Boy, it is, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my gosh, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, if you're not ready to wow them when you walk out of that room, if you're not 100% confident that you did a good job, you're going to have a difficult time getting hired.
That's right. We have to make that human connection, guys. That's what I'm all about. Me and Dana, for years, have put people together. And there's a lot of reasons sometimes that I don't have all the time. I don't have the time to explain why I'm suggesting that maybe a Cece meet a Brian Moore kind of thing. But if that connection, if that human connection is made, guys, communication goes a whole lot easier. You can, we talk real high level stuff about all the focus we have on the tools and the foundations of our job. But if we cannot connect with a person and show that we care, guess what? off into the
That's
trash
on
can.
us.
Yeah,
That is.
it
Yeah.
really is. Dana and I talk about relationships all the time. That's our number one
All the
R
time.
word. Build that relationship if you can. Make an attempt to build that relationship, guys. Understand who it is you're talking to. Find out a little bit about Brian. I have been calling Brian, and I met Brian about a couple of months ago, and I knew immediately in my spirit that Brian was a person that we wanted to stay in contact with. And me and Pete Hernandez talk about Brian all the time, and we want to get him involved in the network because not only does the information that he shares with us, like he's doing today, matter, but Brian's a guy you can sit down and talk to. He's not pie in the sky and oh my goodness, I can't communicate with this guy because he's too smart for me. Can't Well, he probably is for Foster, but
Not even close.
but hey, we're here about networking, and that's what I'm hearing Brian saying. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. We got only another minute with Brian, so go, Brian.
No, I think if I were to leave you guys with anything, I think it is scary, but sometimes we really have to consider maybe a pivot in your career. And sometimes that requires a lateral move. Sometimes it even requires a lesser title. I think we get hung up on titles a lot, but multiple times over my career, I did that, and it ultimately ended up helping me.
All right, guys, you guys hear the music. Thank you, Brian. We'll have you back many times, man.
Absolutely. Appreciate you guys.
We'll see you in a second.
Have you ever met a single person in your life that enjoys paying taxes? No, no one does. If you can't sleep at night because you have a huge problem with the IRS, I've got some free advice for you. This service is strictly limited to individuals that owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes. And if you qualify, we can guarantee that you won't be writing a big fat check to the IRS, or our services cost you nothing. The first 100 people that call today will get a free tax consultation worth $500. Stop worrying about your IRS problem. We can help you, we promise. Call the tax doctor right now. I mean right now, to learn more.
800-240-4587. 800-240-4587. 800-240-4587. That's 800-240-4587.
Why have thousands of aspiring authors teamed up with Christian Faith Publishing to publish their book? Because Christian Faith Publishing is an author-friendly publisher who understands that your labor is more than just a book. We provide authors freedom and flexibility throughout the publishing process, professional book editing, award-winning design, and some of the highest royalty structures in the publishing industry. And as always, you will retain 100% of the rights to your book.
I was looking to find a company that I could trust, one that assisted in the editing process completely.
The most important qualities that I was looking for was a publisher who was honest and upfront. No hidden costs or fees, and owning the rights to my own work.
Christian Faith Publishing will publish, market, and sell your books in all major bookstores, online booksellers, as well as specialty Christian bookstores. Call for your free author submission kit.
800-978-4812. 800-978-4812. 800-978-4812. That's 800-978-4812.
Joco Community Radio. Listen live at tunein.com.
Welcome back, Jobfather Nation, to the second half of the show. We are excited to be part of NTX Radio, the voice of North Texas. And we have a wonderful, highly impactful, highly impactful first half with extremely good insight and knowledge on how to set yourself apart in today's market. Absolutely. Now we are moving into our wonderful job seeker. We have got one of our tried and trues, one of our favorites, one of our OGs joining us for the second half of the show. But before we get there though, please keep in mind that We had announcements on the first half, and there are opportunities with Beacon Oral Specialist. Foster has a couple positions he's actively working on now. Please go to searchforyou.org, and please don't forget to help support Foster in working full-time volunteering and running with his team all of the Jobseeker networks in the Metroplex. There's a way to donate. It does take a lot of time, and it is fully done out of Foster's heart, and it does take money to keep it running. So don't forget to donate to Foster's amazing cause, because he's impacting, by God's command, people through all throughout not only DFW, but his networks reach all throughout the U.S. and we are collaborated with other networks. Yep. Foster, do you have a dad joke for the second half?
Well, what do you think about that? Someone
I bet you do.
For a dad joke. That's pretty cool. All right, so y'all check this out. I kind of like this one. When my Uncle Frank died, he asked that his ashes be put in a beer mug. I never heard that before. So, you guys have any ideas why Uncle Frank wanted his ashes put in a beer mug?
So he can drink beer for the rest of his life or have a taste of it or something?
If you like beer, it's not a bad idea. All right, well, I'll tell you guys. He always wanted to be Frankenstein.
Oh my God.
If you guys are not a beer drinker, you're not going to get that. So I like that one. That's pretty cool. So, guys, let me tell you what we're about to do now. So we're gonna meet with Cece Moreland again. Now, I'm gonna tell you about Cece. Cece and I have been workmates for oh my goodness, a long time. As long as me and Dana have been together. Cece is an executive recruiter. I have never, honestly, companies, I want you to hear me close. I have never run across a job seeker. Well, she is a job seeker. She's available right now. But I've never run across a recruiter talent acquisition professional with a wide range of experience as Cece has. She's been in aerospace, quite a bit of aerospace. She's been in all sorts of businesses and things. Actually, Cece is as wide, I don't want to say widespread, that sounds so bad, but she's as widely experienced as Foster is. And you guys call me the job father, so that ought to tell you guys something. So, Cece, you are on the market right now. Tell us what it is that I know that you worked in aerospace and stuff, but you're available for so much more than just aerospace. Tell us what you like. Tell us what it is about what it is that you do that makes you so successful, because you have been.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. Hey, Dana. How are you?
Hi,
Brian, so nice to
Cece.
meet you.
Great
Nice
to
to
meet
meet
you,
you.
Cece.
Yes, Brian, thank you so much. I learned so much from your talk. Foster, welcome back. You had a little bout there. Look at God. You look amazing. Lost weight. Look good.
Man, I have lost weight.
Looking really good.
Yes.
I'm not even used to being down this much.
Sorry,
I was
cut
down
that up.
4 more pounds when I went to the doctor yesterday. So, oh my goodness.
Really?
So you guys continue to pray for me, and it's working out well.
Oh, praise the Lord.
Praise
Praise the Lord.
God.
But yes. But my name is Cece Moreland, everyone. And like Foster was saying, I have been in the aerospace industry. I'm a full cycle recruiter, full service HR generalist. I love human services. I love helping people find jobs. I love that so much. In between jobs, because I've been applying like crazy,
Oh
even
yeah.
to staffing agencies and everything. So I have to, Brian, thank you so much for the career chapter. Because of the career chapter, I have so many fields that I have worked in. So there's so many things that I can do. Here lately, I've been working with a truck driver, and this truck driver, there's a lot of truck drivers out there, like you said, in construction who need help. So I've been working as his personal assistant for one. But let me bring up a subject about our senior citizens. I'm a senior citizen. I am in my 60s, and I'm thinking that's a little portion of why I'm not being hired, right? One person was so bold to ask me, "But when did you graduate high school?" So, that's
They can't
I
ask that.
know. I'm an HR professional. That's a red flag right there, Dana. Like,
That's right.
like,
I'm like, they actually asked that? Oh
yeah.
my
Well,
God.
what year did you graduate?
Yeah,
Like,
it's
okay.
getting that way now. Yeah.
I know. First of all, hiring a senior citizen isn't an act of charity. Is a strategic advantage
It
that
is.
too many companies overlook. I mean, man,
Yes.
I'm actually 60 something going on 40 something. I mean, I can rock.
Now that's no lie.
It's so true.
We have so much experience where, we've been doing this. We are senior, but we are experienced. We bring no drama. Some people have chaplains in their businesses, Dana. We would act as mamas, like, hey, don't bring that drama over here. No, you got to do
Yeah,
your job.
absolutely.
So I'm thinking that's a little bit of a hint of why, I'm knocking on all these doors, Indeed, LinkedIn, Glassdoor, all of these with the experience I have, but no takers, and it's boggles my mind, Foster.
And you're not the only one, CC. I have so many talent acquisition people that I'm trying to help right now. And everybody, especially the senior ones like we are.
Hmm.
I was in management most of my time, and a job popped up on me just not too long ago. So,
Hmm.
guys, don't give up. God is still on the throne,
Yep.
and
Oh yeah.
he's gonna take care of what's going on. He knows that we're dumb. He knows we're ruining ourselves down here trying to be so smart. We're so smart now, my God, we can barely live now. Jeez.
Mm, that part right there. And and
Yeah.
and and then kudos again to the seniors who are out there. I mean, we bring in professionalism and patience and accountability and
Yeah.
respect for communication. I was at
Yes.
Walmart. There's this lady who works at Walmart, should be retired by now, but for some reason she couldn't. I saw her 2 years ago. She's still there, you know? So if she would have been hired by corporate America, she would have pretty much showed that she is very professional and she could do the job. Is 'cause we're hardworking, y'all. We're
I
hardworking.
agree.
We are, and with
Well,
that experience that Cece's got, guys, that experience means a lot. And I'm saying that because I got it.
Yeah.
There is an application to a lot of knowledge that we have and how to present that knowledge. It's very important. And if you have an experienced person, there's a good chance that that person might be the one that you want representing your company. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. Yes. I mean, not only that, we're there. We can coach the younger staff. you
Amen.
know, transfer all the knowledge that we've had. Like Brian was talking about the career chapter. I mean, we have several professional experience levels underneath our belt. That's under one person. We can bring out all of that, not to mention integrity. Companies need integrity now. Employees need a little bit more integrity now. Don't you agree,
mhm.
Foster?
Yeah,
You
I
Yeah.
know,
do.
sometimes
Dana?
I think that companies sometimes forget how important it is that for the people like that, well, especially the recruiters, we represent the companies. So recruiters, as we are taking opportunities, let us remind ourselves that we are representatives of that company. I'm
Hmm.
talking to Cece. She's working for whatever the company, ABC company. My interpretation of that company is going to initially be brought through that conversation that I had with Cece.
Hmm. Yeah, this is true. This is true.
And
I mean,
I will
yeah.
say,
Go ahead, Dana.
Cece. Oh, real quick, I want to encourage on something on the head. Um, when you were talking about the professionalism and the integrity and the heightened communication skills, I have noticed more and more that companies are seeing more value in that, and that without saying it, they're looking for more maturity in terms of who they're looking for in certain areas, because there was a huge gap. There is a huge gap in some of that with earlier generations, not all, but a lot of them. And companies are seeing that.
Hmm.
And they don't have time for the drama. They don't have time for the hypersensitivity. We're there to do a job.
Right.
and to treat each other with respect and have professional communication without overthinking or over emotionalizing it. And so, not saying that we all don't have, truth in our emotions and things like that. I'm not, well, anyway, we won't get into that debate, but I can tell you, I am seeing more and more hiring leaders valuing the maturity. I'm just going to say that.
Good. That's good to hear. That is good to hear.
Dana was hired in her company because she had a relationship with the big boss there, and the big boss knew that Dana could handle the job that she was trying to hire. And there were a lot of people trying to get that job. It was a management job and, a little bit better pay. But she knew that if she hired Dana, she would get the same thing with her experience has already been with Dana. And she brought Dana in to be the leader over there. And so
it was
now,
a God thing. It really was.
yeah,
It really
I can
was.
stick out my chest, say, I know Dana.
Yeah. Yeah. And you bring up a good point. It's not what you know, who you know, it's who knows you. Right, Dana?
There it is.
That
There it
part right
is.
Yeah,
there.
just trying to operate with integrity, and trying to be your honest self.
Yeah.
And meaning being honest and operating with integrity. That came out wrong. But
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
y'all
We
If you
understood.
have if
We
you have
got
a
you.
client and you're not even showing that you have if your nonverbal communications are not relating to the fact that you even care about what their problems are and why they hired us to do a certain thing for them, then that's not shining very well to retaining that business with that client. There are a lot of clients that
Yeah.
slide off down, they slide away from the people that are providing service to them because the people that are providing service are not taking the time to get personally involved with what it is that they're doing.
Yep, this is true. There's a note in your chat box that says, I know exactly how that feels. At one time, not long ago, I was ashamed of who I am. Then something changed within me. Like Popeye always said, I am who I am. So that's in your
Oh,
chat.
Popeye, that's right, Christina.
Oh,
That's
can I
that's
jump in real
amazing.
quick? I just want to share something that's really mind-boggling. For the
Yeah,
first time in history, we have 5 generations at work, and
Mm,
this
we
really,
really do, don't we, Brian?
we sure do, and that's why it really resonates well with me. I do a training called Leading Across Generations because we have to know what the older generation has to offer. We have to know what the younger generation has to offer, and it's all going to commingle for years to come.
there you
And
go.
so when you think about 5 generations, there's a lot of training that needs to occur. So if you
hmm
guys are out there, somebody that's looking for that training, it's absolutely free from me. So
hmm
right
Yes.
out there.
Awesome,
That's
awesome.
important.
One thing I did, Dana, is when I was with the Texas workforce out of Grand Prairie, I was a business services manager in that area. My job was to bring in all of the businesses into the workforce, so the people who are being laid off can find jobs. Lockheed Martin, Bell
Oh, that's a good
Helicopter,
idea.
all of them. Yeah. So Paragon Outlet, that big outlet that they have in Grand Prairie right now. So Paragon Outlet,
Mm.
yeah, my job was to go out there and find the managers there, fill up this huge all of these stores, employees for all of these stores before the store opened. So I tracked down
Oh,
the
wow.
general manager and say, Cece, how'd you find me? So tracked him down. But overall, I was able to get 700 people hired at Paragon by
Uh-huh.
Oh,
I
Cece,
know
that's amazing.
partnering with leadership, the Chamber of Commerce, all of them, hosted it at
Oh,
Dubisky School. 1,500 showed up, 750, and then 1,000 showed up for these job fairs. Filled it up. It was
that's
amazing.
amazing.
That's what we bring to the table. That's what that we bring when they
Yeah,
hire us.
exactly. Knowing how to organize something at that level, that takes, a certain knowledge, a certain, I guess you could say, ability to manage processes and
hmm
meet deadlines and get creative.
This is true. This is true. And then you guys are mentioning technology. We like technology. We embrace technology. AI.
Yeah.
You guys know about Copilot. Copilot is
Hmm.
my friend. Irene, I'm Cece. I named her Coco. I use her so much.
I love it. That's
That's awesome.
awesome.
I mean, Coco and I, we are together. We brainstorming. I'm typing up a letter. She rewrites it for me. I'm sending it out. It's so professional. I mean, whatever I
I
need,
love it.
Coco is just right there for me. So we're AI. We
Yeah.
embrace it. We learn quickly when we're trained, clear training. We bring discipline, and we're senior citizens. We are amazing. Just saying.
I
It's
love
hard
it.
to hear Cece refer to herself as a senior citizen because Cece doesn't act like, even look like, especially don't look like a senior citizen. No
You
way,
look
no how.
great, CC.
How
Yeah.
Right.
about the
Yeah. You
amazing
put yourself
CC
together
instead of a senior?
professionally. You look
You
great.
know,
To God be the glory, y'all. To God be the glory.
Mhm.
So, but we're here, and so what I did was, in between jobs, I teach. I went and picked up my insurance license, and I go into community and I share license financial education. In the meantime, in the downtime, but insurance agent, you get a commission, you don't get a commission, somebody don't pay. That's tricky. I need something that comes in every Friday.
Mhm. Yeah.
you
it
know.
does help. I
Love
hope
it.
you guys are hearing what Cece is saying. There's so many applications to her experience.
Hmm.
I've just never seen that before, and I certainly couldn't do a lot of things that Cece and I talk about. There is no way Foster, as the job father, couldn't even come close to accomplishing what Cece gets done at
Hmm.
her desk.
Hmm. Yes, yes, yes. And the
Cece, I
thing is,
really appreciate you coming on the show with us today because it's a different element when you're looking at Cece as a talent acquisition
hmm
person, as any application that you guys can think of. Cece's probably been that. She's probably been there, done that.
hmm
Yeah, for sure.
L3
CC knows her
Harris.
stuff.
I know my stuff. L3 Harris was the most amazing, innovative company I've ever worked for.
Oh
I,
yeah.
I was hiring engineers over there, talent acquisition for engineers, mechanical software engineers. But that company is so innovative. That is just amazing over there. I miss
Hmm.
it. And then I had a couple of, you know, recruiters, a couple of staffing agencies called me, Dana, to go back over
Yeah.
there, but I don't know. They
Yeah.
think I don't know what happened. So
Yeah.
not back there yet, but so stop
I
looking at
worked at
people's ages.
L3 myself.
Yeah, I love that company. Yeah,
Hmm.
was that Northrop Grumman also, and Boeing.
Northrop.
Loved all of those. L3 Harris was the one I wanted to go work for because it's right there. It's right up the street.
Yeah, I
So,
worked at
Yeah.
simulation and training over in Arlington for quite a while when I was
hmm
working for Corn Ferry. They
hmm
placed me over there, and they tell me I did a good job.
mm, yes, yes, yes. But I've been working as the PA, being the oldest, Dana, being the oldest girl. I had to take care of all of my sisters and brothers
Yeah.
underneath me. This
Hmm.
PA position, taking care of him, doing pretty much all of this, doing this for him, doing his renewals for him, just taking care of someone. I love
Yeah.
that so much. So if
Yes,
Yeah.
anyone needs any help, personal assistant, TA, concierge, I love that. I'm a human
Yeah.
services person all day long.
if it's something to be
That is
found,
awesome.
Cece will find it, but she gets involved. She'll tell you,
Hmm.
gotta. I mean, you gotta know where to go. You gotta question. You gotta go, like Brian was talking about earlier. You gotta know where to go, who to go ask. My goodness.
Yeah, this is
That's
true.
absolutely true.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
resourceful. And that's another thing about
Yeah.
seniors, Dana. We're very resourceful. We know where to go. You need
Abs-
insurance? Okay, baby, we got you. We got you. We got you.
Well, it's that solution driven mindset that
Mhm.
sometimes is
There it is.
missing from
That
some of the
part.
younger generations is the ability to it's critical thinking,
Mm-hmm.
um, critical thinking capabilities, and then driving solutions based on what you get out of your critical thinking. And
Mm-hmm.
that is lacking in a lot of the newer hires, the newer people to the workforce, that just for whatever reason there's a scarcity of, in certain areas, critical thinking, and then being able to drive a solution based on critical thinking as well. Where, I mean, I joke around that my generation, we were put outside in the heat to play at summer. You figure out where you're going to go get water. Our mommies didn't bring out coolers and water bottles. It's like, do
We
or
had
die,
water
babe, go
hoses.
out and play, figure it out. So we found hoses and we drank water out of hoses. I mean, you figure things out.
Right.
Or to take water with you before you leave the house because you ain't getting back in until 6
You
o'clock at
ain't
night.
You
Oh my gosh,
close
you
my
are
door.
so right. You're so right.
Yeah,
Cece,
we
you
didn't as
remember
time as
close my
kids
door?
we had to drive it.
I can't
Yeah.
cool all of Texas.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Close my door. You're letting all the air out
Close that door, and
Yep.
or the
y'all
Yeah.
heat
Say
out.
get out and don't come
close
back,
that
you know.
screen door. If you folks are from the country, CC's from Temple, Texas, where my mom was born, and you know what? Close that screen door. The daggum flies are gonna get in here and get on the food I'm gonna feed you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, Dana, go out there and put some water on the air conditioner. Go put that water in there so it'll stay cool in the cooler.
Exactly. And it's not like we had instruction or we had to figure things out. We did. And
Right.
it's might seem frustrating, but I see a huge gap in having to over explain everything just to get someone to do the bare basics versus being able to take initiative and get things done. So that reason alone is why I'm seeing a lot more leaders looking to a more of a mature crowd. I am seeing that because there gets to be a point where we don't have 8 hours a day to explain things and over explain things and babysit. We just don't. And I don't say that in a mean way. I'm not trying to be mean. It's just there is, I'm not saying this applies to everyone, but there is some truth in this.
Right.
It is.
Yes.
And
So-
Amanda Boyle, I know you're listening, so I know I can't forget that we used to get our water out of the manguera. So
Manguera.
a lot of you guys don't know that I am part Hispanic, and so the manguera is a water hose, and we used to, not only did you get your water out of the manguera, but you had to know how to do that, because in the summer, if you went and turned the water on and thought that you were going to get a drink, man, Brian, you remember that sun had baked that water, but be so hot.
Oh, it'd be so hot.
I'm a West Texas guy, so I know about
Oh,
heat.
you know about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Foster,
Right.
did you get chased around with chanclas?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I can tell you all about chanclas can turn corners.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yes. If I may close with senior citizens, workers who were raised in a culture where work mattered, commitments were honored, and pride and craftsmanship was expected. That's who we are. Period.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. And if that dies, there's a big portion of business that's going to die with that, guys, if we don't stop caring about each other. We've got so much technology right now. Sometimes we think we are a bot. We are not a bot. Guys, we're not a robot. We are people. If we could communicate on the people standpoint, I guarantee you we're going to come out ahead. Guaranteed.
Oh, for sure.
I've done it my whole life. I won't tell y'all how many years. Hey, Miguel Carmona. Sorry,
yeah,
guys,
it is so true. No, it's so true. And I'm so glad that Cece is able to, I mean, this doesn't apply to everyone. And just because of anyone's a part of any generation doesn't mean it's 100%, for everyone. I'm just saying there's such value in someone who is an outside the box thinker that can solve problems, has critical thinking skills and integrity in terms of communication and delivery, as well as thick skin. Right? Because corporate America's people are doing more with less, which means we have tighter deadlines, which means we don't have the same amount of time to be candy coating everything. We're trying to get things done. So it's not about daycare. It's not about, are your feelings hurt? Though we shouldn't disrespect one another. But there's a different cadence in corporate America than there is if you're just hanging out with someone on the weekend, So and being mature enough to know how to handle that.
Right.
That's very true, Dana. Very, very true.
Yes.
Well said.
Yes. So
I'm just kind of recapping what Cece said, honestly. So, I mean,
Yeah. Senior citizens bring experience, parenting, caregiving, community service, leadership, and resilience.
Ooh,
yes,
resilience.
absolutely.
Yes. That's who we are.
But I don't even know that I'd call yourself a senior citizen. I mean, I really think of that is way down the road when you're truly retiring. You call yourself the pre-ARP crew. I started getting ARP mail this year and I'm getting mad. Just kidding.
Oh my God. You're getting ARP stuff.
I started getting it a couple years ago. And I'm like, are these
Wow.
people, they're just trying to piss me off. Excuse my language, but I'm like, I'm not 50 yet. Now I'm 50. So it is so funny because I started getting art mail, and I was telling Christian when I was out in South Lake, I was like, you know, I'm starting to get art mail and I throw it out. No, just kidding.
I remember
There's
when I
nothing
first
wrong with
started
art
getting
mail.
mine, I
I'm
threw
kidding.
it out. Yeah. I cannot think of you as 50 years old, Dana. Oh my goodness. There is our music. What I love about this show is we talk about life. And guys, we will see y'all next Friday.
Love
Dana
it.
will
Bye,
be here.
everybody.
Y'all gonna
Thank
be
you,
here.
Maz. We love you.
Thank you,
Thank you to
Brian.
both our guests.
Awesome.
From Burleson to Venus and Grandview to Godly, this is The Voice Community Radio.
Here's important new information from the Diabetes Solution Center for you, a family member, or a loved one suffering with diabetes. If you have lost your provider, or if you need a provider for diabetic supplies, you may qualify to receive your diabetic testing supplies now.